Hi, welcome to Enhancing Teaching Materials with Copilot in Word. I'm Emily Sheehy, an academic technology specialist. And in this session, we're focusing on how to use Copilot in Microsoft Word to create, edit, and format teaching materials efficiently. By the end, you'll be comfortable using Copilot to draft content, revise your documents, and apply professional formatting. Whether you're starting from scratch or refreshing something that you've used in the past. To begin, just a quick overview on what Copilot is. It's a big leap in AI. It was launched originally in February 2023 as the successor to Cortana. It's a generative AI chatbot that makes interacting with technology easier and more intuitive. Using a large language model, Copilot can understand and generate human-like text, boosting productivity and user experience. You'll find Copilot in Word in the ribbon at the top of your screen, both in the desktop and web versions. Click the Copilot icon to open the prompt box. This is where you'll type your instructions or prompts for what you want Copilot to do. Faculty and staff often spend a lot of time creating or updating syllabi, assignments, reports, meeting notes, and other materials. And that's where this can be a huge time saver. It helps you save time on repetitive writing tasks. Instead of starting from scratch every semester or every reporting cycle, you can have Copilot draft an initial version that you can then refine. Second, it helps you quickly adapt content for different audiences. For example, you might rework a policy so it's student-facing for a syllabus or more formal for an accreditation report, department memo, or stakeholder presentation. Copilot can improve the clarity and structure of your materials, making them easier for students, colleagues, or leadership to understand while keeping your tone and style consistent. And finally, it can maintain consistency across documents, whether that's formatting, tone, or structure, so that your document across all different variations, so your syllabi, reports, assignments, all have a cohesive professional look. These are a few examples of some materials that you can create. So you can generate a syllabus or assignment sheet from scratch. You can rewrite a section of text in a more student-friendly tone. You can create a checklist or summary from long content. You can add a new section to an existing document based on a topic. And you can also suggest formatting or apply styles automatically. With Copilot, you can speed up initial drafting of documents, help polish grammar, structure, and tone, summarize or reorganize existing material, and apply consistent formatting so that everything looks streamlined and professional. These are some example prompts. Feel free to open Word and see what the output is. So one example prompt is draft an assignment sheet for a 3-page reflection paper in, whatever course. I put EDU 101. Summarize this lesson plan into a bulleted outline. Rewrite this attendance policy to sound more supportive. Or add a section on academic integrity to this syllabus. Some real-world applications of Copilot in Word include automating reports so that you're not starting from scratch, generating materials quickly, and improving clarity with grammar and style suggestions. It can also make it easier to draft professional emails and collaborate on documents so that everyone's input stays consistent and polished. Again, when you're inputting any information into the chat box, just be aware of the data that you're inputting. It is secure, but you still want to be knowledgeable in what is considered public data, restricted data, and confidential. We have a data classification matrix that you can refer to. Public is anything that you can find openly online. Restricted is more like your New York Tech ID number, your date, place of birth, and confidential is personally identifiable information like social security number, passport number, anything like that. Okay, going into the demo. So within Word, this is just a brief, like this is an example of what I put together. I had it draft three paragraphs for me on the history of pottery. As you can see in my toolbar up top, there's the Copilot button. When you click it, it expands. It gives me an automatic summary of the document and then some sample prompts for me to work off of. This includes generate an audio overview from this document, speak with Copilot about document insights, uh, some more engaging questions about the content, like how did the invention of the potter's wheel impact pottery? So I can expand upon this initial draft. And then how does pottery continue to be relevant today? So those are more expansive questions. Um, and then down below, I can have it keep the draft that it originally gave me, or I can tell it to change some things. Um, and then you hit the arrow, and it's going to revise my draft. And then it included my edit that I requested. And you can keep it. You can go back to the previous version with this back arrow, or you can continue the conversation with it. You can also start with a document that you already have that exists. So if you have a syllabus, you can open it. And then open Copilot. And we can have it add a section on student AIs in the classroom. So as you can see, it drafted a sample student AI policy used in the classroom. I can read it, I can edit it to fit what I'm looking for my classroom. We can expand on some areas like ethical considerations, examples of AI tools used by students. Um, if you go to a certain section and select the pen on the left-hand side, you can have it auto rewrite. You can have it make the section shorter if it's too lengthy, make it more formal. It can offer you some writing suggestions, and then you can also have it be viewed as a table, or you can open up the chat. So these are just some ways that you can interact with Copilot within a document. And yeah.